Hello. What's up, everybody? Good to see you all. I'm glad you're able to join me. Hey, welcome. Yeah, maybe your volume is low if you can't hear me. Good to see you all. Hey, Mel. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining me for this impromptu live session. Some of you wanted to keep drawing with me, and last Saturday, we had the conclusion of our free cartooning camp. And so I thought I would pop on one final last time. Hey, Caroline. Hey, many of you. Good to see you. Thanks for joining me. I thought I'd jump on here one last time and do a very special lesson on one of the top secrets that helped me with my cartooning, with drawing my cartoon characters. And I'm going to let you know what that is today. We'll draw some, we'll look at some popular characters and notice how they use this secret. And we're going to draw some of our own characters as well. We'll start simple, then do our a little more complex. So we're going to complete a few different drawings today. Is this my last time drawing on here? This is my last time for a live drawing class that is completely free as part of cartooning camp. So, if you would like to draw with me Saturday on Zoom, you can join the membership. The last chance to join that is on this Friday. So a couple more days if you want to draw with me every week. And if you want to get access to 120 different lessons as well. Where can I see this video again if you're not a member? So you have this video will be here in the Facebook group through Friday. So it's late for some of you joining me in the UK. I know it's bedtime for some of you. So you can watch this replay until Friday. You have access to that. And then if you become a member, you have extended access if you'd like. I also have some free tips and tutorials on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Kids Cartoon Academy. So that's all free, and that continues to be updated from time to time. So why is this my last one? Because I can't do free cartooning camp all the time. Although I wish I could, I sure would love to. Starting Saturday, I'm going to be focusing on the members who signed up so I can really give them the best Zoom classes and all the support and personalized feedback in the community. Hey, Jeremiah, what did you miss? Nothing. We're getting started right now. So here is the secret weapon that cartoonists use. And I use this all the time in my drawing. It's sort of like the ultimate hack that you can jump straight into if you're not sure what to draw, or if you're trying to get better features on your characters or face, body, etc. Use this special shape. It is a shape that we haven't discussed in the free cartooning camp yet. Some of my members who've been drawing with me for a long time have gotten this in my Zoom classes, and they've started using this to see great results. And that is this shape. I'm going to point it out to you, and then we're going to use it to create some different characters. So we'll notice it in perhaps the most classic cartoon character of all time. Who do you think the most classic cartoon character of all time is? If you got a guess, put it in the chat, in the comments. Most classic cartoon character of all time. Did you get it right? I think it's this one. Mickey Mouse. Yeah, you got it. All right, these both, I think these both could be up there. Mickey, Bugs Bunny. Like I said, Bugs Bunny. All right, that's up there too. He's got some of this shape as well. Here's the shape. Now, first, I bet many of you, if you've had any class with me, you'd notice cartoon characters made up of basic shapes. And we covered 3. Okay, we covered the circle, square, triangle, and then we stretched them and bent them, and then we turned them 3D and we shaded them. But, well, and you see these circles all around. Okay, lots of circles and ovals. We see them everywhere. But there is one more, the secret shape that's used all the time. And once you see this, you'll never unsee it. You'll start noticing it all over the place. And it is This shape. What do you call this shape? Almost all of Mickey is made up of that shape. That is, yeah, you got it. The bean shape. Now, here's the thing. There's two ways to draw this shape. One is to just go straight in for it. And it can come in different sizes. It could be longer. One side could be smushed. And it's one thing to be able to draw this shape. It's the other thing to know how to use it in your character. So we're going to start putting this into some characters today. Now, we've got a little secret. If you've never done this shape and you find it difficult, and you can go ahead and start practicing on your paper if you'd like. You can sketch some of these. If you find it difficult to do these, an easy way would be two little circles and then connect them with curved lines smoothly on the outside. Dip in and curve out. And you'll use this all the time. I've used this with all sorts of characters, cartoony and even more action type characters. Yeah, the jelly bean shape. Potato shape. Yeah, good. It's like a potato as well. It's that curved oval shape. Now check this out. We just saw one Disney character. Let's look at another one. Do you see the bean shapes in them? Yeah, Stephanie said, could we start drawing? Yeah, you should be drawing. You should try some of these shapes. Exactly. You should see if you can draw this shape. And they could be stretched out too. And look, even if you stretch them far enough, look, even the ears are bean shapes. Even the tongue is a bean shape. Snoopy's got them. Sonic's got them. This one is a big dip. It's like a super bent bean shape. Even the fingers in so many different cartoon characters are this bean shape. So let's try it out. Let's draw some famous characters together first. And then we'll create some of our own using this bean shape. Let's fix the camera. And give me a like if you can see my thumb. Click the like button if you can see that. Let's focus it a little better for you. Sonic. All right, some of my members joining me as well. Very cool. All right, so let's try it out if you haven't yet. Let's go ahead and try a super quick famous character. Let's do Snoopy. Two ways to do this bean shape. You could just jump in and just try to get that big curve there from the get-go. I'm sketching lightly with a purple pencil, but gray, just regular pencil would work better. So we got a big bean shape. That's one way to do it. If you're having a hard time getting a shape like this, then here's another way to do it. Big circle, another circle right next to it, and then trace along them. And it could be down further too. In this case, it doesn't really matter. And then trace along it and just dip down and connect to that circle, go up. And then when you get here in the middle, connect them this way. So either of these ways are helpful ways to do bean shape. Sometimes people have a really hard time doing this curvy bean shape. And so sometimes it helps to try it this way. Let's do one down here as well. This bean shape is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be smaller and fatter at the bottom. And it's going to get real skinny at the top where his neck is. And then it immediately gets thicker. It's basically like right in the middle of this big bean. For those who are just joining us, thanks for joining us. I thought I'd give you one more free lesson on the Cartoonist secret weapon. Why is it a secret weapon? Because it's in all sorts of characters. We've already looked at how we see this shape in Mickey Mouse, Pluto, Snoopy, Sonic, and the list could go on and on and on. It's one of those things where once you see it once, you'll see it everywhere. Absolutely. Great job. You must have taken a class with me before. If I'm too fast, can we add what you want? Yeah, you can. And I also encourage you, come back to it and add what you want and just move on to the next thing that we're adding. Who's Snoopy? From an old comic and show called Peanuts. And that's him right there. So we're drawing him. All right. So next, it's quite simple shapes. We've got two little rectangles, 1, 2, and we're going to draw very lightly, big oval here, and then this oval starts a little bit above. And it's hidden, it's tucked behind there. We do a little arm. Little shape like that. You give them a couple fingers. Yeah, Charlie Brown. Exactly. Charlie Brown is his buddy. How did I become so... That's a good question. Practice is how I became good at art. And learning tips like this from other teachers, from books. I learned a lot from books. And in fact, a lot of what basically everything I teach in my free classes and in my membership classes is all of the knowledge that I have learned in my time drawing condensed in the top most important ones. So this bean shape that I'm teaching you took me a long time to get really good at. Well, actually, it took me a long time to even find this out. And then once I did, I use it all the time in my characters. And I'll show you how. We're going to create a new character real quick in just a second. Just a brand new character from scratch. And you'll see how when we use the beans, it leads to really good results almost every time. All right, over here, I'm going to trace along the back of the head and then come off of it and do this big ear. Press too hard. And I think I got some lead in there. Do I have any more lead in here? Broke my lead. You can press hard if you want to for this ear, if you get it right, because this is a final detail. The ear is. We're done with the big basic shapes, so now we're just adding our details to it. And you can erase inside underneath there. Oh my goodness! I faced 101 cranky fritters today. Did you defeat them? Did you smash them to oblivion? Thing about cranky fritters is they always come back. I face cranky fritters, but I learned the secret to defeating them. There's multiple secrets. You learn them with experience the more you draw. Let's put some eyes on Snoopy here. It's these little... What do you call this shape? It almost looks like a letter or something. It's got simple little eyes like that. 2 little eyebrows up here. Simple oval nose. And a big mouth. Like that. I might adjust his face, make it a little thicker. Not quite so skinny. That's why we draw so lightly. Somebody else faced 5 cranky fritters. Practice makes perfect. Sort of. You're right. The idea is right. You're exactly right that you get better with practice. I like to say practice makes progress because I don't think there's any such thing as perfection. And if you're always in art and if you're always trying to make it perfect, it's going to be really, really frustrating. Every single piece of art, even ones I've sold for $1,000, there were issues and mistakes and things I wish I could do better. But I was super proud of them. Eventually, you'll be very proud of the art, even though you might be like, oh, yeah, I could do that better even next time. And then it gets exciting to do things better next time instead of frustrating. You get excited to learn and improve. Cover in a big sort of black oval there. Mine is purple, but that's just because that's the pencil I have now. You could darken that outline if you like. You could do it in ink. Now he's a white dog, so he doesn't really have color. He's got a few black spots. I think he's got one here on the back of the tail, one on the back of the body. He's got a red collar here if you want to give him a little red, a little splash of color, and one little ear on the other side, sort of poking out the other side. Remember, this is live, but you can pause it. You can try pausing it now, and if that doesn't work, you can watch the replay later. You got the replay until Friday. It'll be right here in the Facebook group. I'll see if I can put it in your artist portal too for you. For my members, you'll have eternal access. You'll see it in your members portal in the replay section. All right, so give them a couple little lines down there for the toes. Snoopy's all done. How did we do it? Well, look again. If I went too fast for you, check it out. I just did a big bean and a little bean. These shapes might be hard to draw. You'll learn them with practice. My guess is you're trying to make it too perfect. Just get a little oval and pinch it, or you could try this. Do an oval. Do a circle, do another bigger circle, a little bigger. Connect them with two curved lines. That's a good bean shape right there. If you finish Snoopy, you could ink it, or you could draw another one, or you could add shadows to them. You could shade them with color or pencil, up to you, while others are catching up. And then we're going to do one or two more other characters today. Welcome to the who just got home from school. It's like 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. where you are, and you just got home from school. Anybody? Let me know in the comments if that's you. Well said. Practice makes progress. Ooh, I like that. Live with my cranky-furter, but I persevere. Yeah, I used to tell students, hey, you can destroy, you can overcome and never face cranky-furters again. And then I realized, well, I didn't tell them you'll never face them again, but I just had to be really clear with them. Cranky-furters are going to come back, just like Kathy said, or Kathy's child. That's important. You live with them, but you persevere, and they don't bother you as much. They get a lot quieter. They realize they can't mess you up as much. If you don't know what a cranky-furter is, check out the previous live classes. Love to hear that. I made some mistakes too. Do you want me to point them out? Some of you might already notice them. Unicorn. Draw a unicorn, please. Someone said. Here's what I want you to do. I don't know if I'll have time to draw a unicorn, but you could do one. Check this out. Maybe I could. Let me show those who are still trying to catch up with Snoopy real quick the next steps. You had a little rectangle, two rectangles down here, and then a long skinny oval and another oval just right above it. And then you just go step by step, seeing the details that you see here. You probably won't draw as quick as I am now. That's fine. You can watch the replay. You can slow it down. You could add your own face here. It doesn't need to look like Snoopy. And there he is. Right? So now somebody said a unicorn. Here's what's so cool about this shape. Guess what? It shows up all the time in unicorns. I made a unicorn as part of the logo for Kids Cartoon Academy. Her name is Dahlia. My students gave her that name. They give most of my characters the names because they're so creative. And guess what? There's Dahlia the painting unicorn. And guess what her head is made of? You guessed it. The bean shape. Guess what her body is made of? the bean shape. It's covered up right now. We can't see it, but this is a great shape. I almost started drawing with my Apple Pencil in the paper. That would not work. One time I dipped my paintbrush into my coffee mug. That didn't taste very good. So this is a bean shape like Snoopy's head. Guess what? It's also a unicorn body. Look at like My Little Pony or some of those cartoon animals, and you'll see the bean shape in their bodies all the time. So if this didn't go off the page, I could turn it into a unicorn as well. Give it a tail and all that. See? All right, now let's draw one more character today. And with that final character, we'll start drawing it together. Then you can turn it into your own if you'd like, because I'd like to see what you do. Turn it into your own. But one more look at this logo of these characters. Do you see other bean shapes here? Basically, the bean shape is just something that artists and designers started to notice, not just in, it's also in real life, but they started to notice it in drawings, animations, characters, and it makes things a lot easier. His name is Ziggy the Rascal, and Ziggy is very rascally and he loves to draw and make a mess. And he's got lots of bean shapes here, from the big body to his tongue to his nose. Cecil B. Fox. He's got a bean shape, but somebody tell me in the comments why I made him so pointy everywhere. Anybody know? I started with some bean shapes, but then I decided, look at these little beans. But then I decided, let's make them pointier. Why did I make so many triangles in Cecil B. Fox? You can see he's still got some of these are longer bean shapes than those fingers. Yeah, he's bad. I wouldn't go as far to say he's evil, but he's just mischievous. He gets in trouble. He's sort of like a class clown. Gets in trouble. It's erased up here, but what he was doing is giving me bunny ears. Look at the bunny ears he's giving me, and guess what? They are bean shaped. So those shapes will show up all the time. See if you notice them in some of your favorite characters, and it's not just cartoony, super cartoony, goofy little characters or animals like this. It's used a lot in comics and anime and manga. Look at him. Guess what? He's got little bean shape in him. His torso. I don't want to draw on him. His torso is almost like that bean shape right there. Do you see it? If it were to come down here and be rounded, look how it's got that curve. You can see that bean shape in his top of the leg right there. Even in these lower legs, we've got that type of stretched out bean shape. Why does he have a leopard print outfit? Because in a Zoom class with my students, somebody showed me their art and they thought they had made a mistake and made a big splotch in the middle of them. And so I showed them how to turn a mistake into a piece of the art. Look at these characters I sketched. They're made entirely of bean shapes. The torsos, old guy playing basketball here. And I exaggerated the bean shapes and inked them. I wouldn't do that in the end. Instead, I'd give them an outfit. But this is how bean shapes are used in more realistic drawings all of the time. You can see them in all of the legs, even the head, the torso. Here are the shoes. It gives them a little more action. It gives life to your characters. Let's draw one more cartoon character together. You ready? All right, let's start with a big circle. And why don't we start together, and then you can turn this character into your own, okay? When we add the details. Now, I'm starting with the big circle. What I'm going to add next is a little bean shape underneath. This is going to be the head. What type of... I like to do cartoon animals for the sake of, well, cartoons, because there's so many cool cartoon animals. You could turn this into a person if you want to. But I'm going to put a little bean shape down here. Even if you're doing a person or a cartoon animal, try putting a little bean shape down there for the body. Now, the top is a little chopped off because the big cartoon head is in the way. So just tuck it behind there. This is not... Good question. It is not Mickey Mouse. This is just a new character we're making on the spot. What type of animal should I make it? Let me know. It's gonna be our own original character. If you wanted to turn it into Sonic, you could. I'm not gonna do Sonic. We'll make up a character together. A red panda. Okay, cool. I'll do. That's the first one I saw, and so it says red anda, but I think you meant red panda. Now, let's go ahead and add simple little stick arms first. Draw these very lightly. We'll draw him jumping in the air. He's really happy. And that's just to get the pose down. But then, let's give him bean-shaped shoes. Your shoes don't need to look just like mine. You can switch it up. I'm going to do little circle hands now. I'll add the fingers later. And then we can use our sticks and shapes method, which is what we learned about in our class on last Saturday. Sticks and shapes method, you can see, is also what I use when I'm even drawing more realistic characters. You can see the sticks underneath in blue. So do the sticks to get the pose, and then we put the shapes around them. You can do whatever shapes you want for the arms and legs. I'm just going to keep it real simple and do these skinny rectangles. I think I'll probably give him a little shirt, maybe a little shorts afterwards. And he needs a big bushy tail, right? Monkey, oddball. A lot of those characters would also have bean shapes in them too. A raccoon. Cool. You could do raccoons instead. Right at this point, we could turn this into a person or a raccoon or a cartoon puppy or a cartoon, anything we want. Let's see. A red panda, I think it has a shorter snout. So I'm going to do a little... I'm going to lower it some more. Do it lower on the face. And I'm going to do part of a bean shape. Like that. It's not going to be the full half. It's not going to be the full shape. I'll just do half of one. So curves up, then curves down. And let's see, red pandas, triangle noses. What type of noses should we give a red panda? And I think what's really going to make it look like a red panda is its colors and the markings around its face. I think I'm going to do a triangle nose. Maybe color that in. I really like bean shapes for mouths. They work really well with cartoon characters. So if you have the snout anywhere on here, that's good. It could be higher, it could be to the left, it could be to the right, it could be underneath, it could be at the bottom. As long as it's somewhere around this circle. You could change where exactly you put it. You could give them a big mouth, you could give them a small mouth, up to you. You could do a different expression if you want. I'm going to do a big bean-shaped mouth. And it's going to be almost pointed down here. You could do something different if you'd like. I encourage you to switch it up. And I'm going to give him a big tongue. And then why don't you add the types of eyes that you want? I'm going to do, let's see, big circle. No, I'm going to do big oval eyes, I think. But you could do big circle eyes. Whatever type of eyes that you would like to do. Yeah, doggy ears. So it depends on what type of doggy ears you want to do. If you wanted to turn this into a doggy, or a puppy, you could. The bean shape would be really good to use here, because you could just do ovals, sort of like Snoopy has, or you could curve them and get that bean shape. So it could be like that. I'm not sure if this pencil erases, but I might have just turned my red panda into a puppy. So you could do puppies like that. They could be flopping up in the air or sticking out to the side, wherever you want. Does it erase? It does. I almost just made a happy little accident. Put ears on them and then ended up turning them into something else. But since they erase, I'm going to go ahead and add some pupils. Add your own style, or you could add the ones that I'm adding. Now, a red panda has sort of triangular ears. Now, you can make them big, or you can make them small. What do you want me to do, big or small? Yeah, good. You know what a red panda looks like. They have white markings around their mouth, their nose. Happy early birthday to you on Saturday. Big or small? All right, I think I'll go with big. And I'm going to round the tops, curve them a little bit. Now, he's a furry little character, so I'm giving him a little bit of fur down there. You could do some on the cheeks as well if you like. Just a couple little zigzaggy lines. Now, the cool thing, again, about the bean shape is you will notice it everywhere. We've already looked at it on Mickey Mouse, but guess what? It's not just in the big shapes. It's also in the little shapes. You see it? It's in the whole hand is a bean shape. The fingers are a bean shape. So I really like the bean shape as fingers. Now, if you're having trouble with the bean shape, don't worry. The more you practice, do it a few more times, a couple more days of practice here, and you'll start seeing it everywhere, and you'll get really good at drawing it. But if it's hard for you now, ovals work great. If you can do ovals, those work really good in place of the bean shape. So you could do ovals for hands if you want to draw them like me, or even the bean shape. I'm going to do the bean shape, which just gives them a little more curve and a little more life. See, it's like his hands are open in excitement. And red pandas, they got, yeah, I didn't, good. Someone didn't finish the ears. Neither did I. Mine aren't done. Yours might look a different shape. That's fine. Thank you. I thought I'd do a cute little character today. The rounded, all those rounded shapes and the big head, the big circle for the head, definitely make it look cute. The bean shape is haunting me. Yeah, you'll see the bean shape everywhere now. You'll see it in your dreams. All right. A lot of people wishing you happy birthday in the comments. Yeah, you want to do 2 characters? We'll see. Looks like we're not going to go the full hour. We're 30 minutes in now, but I think we will probably have time for another one. Maybe you'll give me suggestions in the comments. Maybe I'll do a person. I think I'll do a person next. All right, so I think red pandas have these big bushy tails, right? So we could use a bean shape, or what if you... Maybe I'll try a different shape. And who remembers what contrast means? If you've been in a previous class with me, you might have heard me talk about contrast. What is it? I'm doing a giant tail. Yours doesn't need to be this big. See, contrast means opposites in the same character, in the same drawing. So using opposite, which means in this case, contrast in size, using big and small. So that's one reason this little character looks so cute. He's got big head, tiny little body, tiny little hands, big, giant tail compared to his tiny little body. Snoopy's got a giant body. I'm sorry, giant head compared to his tiny little body. And he's got giant feet. Have you ever noticed how big Snoopy's feet are? Like compared to the rest of his body or to his hands, they're really big. Let's see. I think red pandas have stripes on their tails, sort of like a raccoon, except they're red and dark red. So you could do that if you'd like. I'm not going to color today. Of course, you could color any of your work. You could do it now or after class. And let's see. Should I give him shoes? Red pandas don't have shoes. Well, neither do hedgehogs and mice. But Sonic and Mickey Mouse have shoes. So I'm going to give him socks and shoes. One little trick you can try to make, if you have shoes that are sort of like this bean shape here, take that line at the top and just do it again right down there, and look at that. Did you see that? Looks a little more 3D now, right? It's like I'm looking at the sole of the foot underneath the shoe. I'll do it again. I'll do it on this one. You're taking this top line and you're just drawing it again down here. And instantly, especially if you like shade one side, you got more depth to your drawing now. It just makes it pop a little more. He's got little socks, little shoes on. I'm gonna give him a little t-shirt. Feel free to decorate yours however you like. In fact, I'm looking forward to see what you made from this little guy. Now, he's looking like a fox right now, and he probably will until I color him in. At least if you ask me, I think he does. But also, if we can get the markings right on his face, then I think we can make him look more like a red panda. His snout might be a little too big for a red panda. But I think he's got a little red stripe. Hey, it's already looking better. He's got like red stripes next to his eyes. And then the snout here is white. And I think it's going to be white. Let's see. Something like this. Because I think this would be like reddish, but then you got the white markings up on the side and on the face. Something like that. Maybe on the tummy, it's got a white area, and then this would be colored in red or shaded. And the ears, I'm going to do something like that. I think the ears are white up top and then shaded in. And they're probably red if you're looking at them from behind. Now, red pandas have, I think, they have thicker, bigger legs, like if it was a real one. So if you really, think about the movie Red Panda. He's got really thick, big features. And so you could, if you want, you don't have to, you could make them furrier and thicker legs. But I sort of like a skinny one. And I've never seen a blue hedgehog that is this skinny and looks like this either. So when you're making cartoons, I like to switch things up a little bit, just like they did with Sonic. Looks a little bit like a hedgehog, maybe? So maybe you think this looks like a red panda, maybe you don't. Either way, it doesn't matter because I like how it's turned into a cool little character. I love the suggestion to draw a red panda. You could actually color it with the right colors if you want, or just shade it in. And I'm going to go back and keep the skinny legs. I think I like the skinny legs. All right. One more drawing I think we got time for. If you'd like, you could just keep working on this one. You'll have you can keep working on this drawing if you really like how it turned out. Or if you don't and you just want to keep improving it. If you want to try another one made from another character made from lots of bean shapes, let's do another one. Again, if you joined a little late, we showed how bean shapes show up in so many. I just chose absolutely like just a few famous characters. I could have chosen 100, but we would never have time to draw. But you'll see these bean shapes all over. Many of your favorite characters. And when you use them in your own characters, it's just a really easy shape to start with. To make a life, to make an animated looking character. By animated, I mean one that's filled with life. Let's try one more, all right? And I'm going to do a person this time. A human character. Yeah, that's a good idea. We could draw a princess. Somebody said Homer, T-Rex. I have used this shape in a T-Rex before. I'm not going to be drawing a T-Rex right now. I think I'm going to draw a person. You could turn into a princess if you want. Let's go ahead and do... let's do a bean shape for the head, okay? I'm just going to do the head. I probably won't do the whole body, but you certainly could. Add whatever body you want. So I'm going to do a bean shape for the head. Again, just like a red panda, we can start with the same shape. And then you can turn it into what you want. Can I really turn this into anything I want? Somebody said T-Rex. If you do it this way, guess what? I got a T-Rex. Head. Can we do a T-Rex for the body? Yeah. Can we do a T-Rex for the tail? I mean, not a T-Rex. A bean shape for the body, yes. Bean shape for the tail, maybe not. Bean shape for the leg, yep. You don't have to draw that. I'm just showing you something, folks. If you want to, you could. I'm going to draw a princess. Let's draw a princess. Turn into Mario? You can do that. You also got... you can turn this into Mario. All right, I'm going to do a princess, though. If you want to, you can draw this along with me. We got... I'm going to do a bean shape down here for the mouth. I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to open, starting like a bean shape, I'm going to curve around, and then like close it, like right there. She's got this little extra line. Give her a little tongue. She's a really happy princess. You have to draw the full scene and show, and then post it so I can see why she's so happy. I'm going to do a little nose. Cute little button nose. Just like part of an oval. A backwards letter C. There's many ways to draw noses. You can switch it up if you want. And I'm going to do oval eyes. Let's see if I can go bigger. I think I can go bigger than that. Let's get big ovals. I started too small. You could keep them small, though, if you want. And little oval pupils. I'm going to move the pupils to the left a little bit, so it's like she's looking at us. And I'm going to give her some eyelashes. And she's almost done. The ear is the same shape as the nose. I just turned it around, switched it around, see? Flipped it. And I'm going to do big curve like this for some hair. And then a smaller one up here. This will really help bring it together when you add the hair. I'm going to give her a little ponytail. This is just upside down shark fin shape. You could do your own hair though. You could add whatever details you want. Turn it into your own. And lots of times I like to leave a little white spot there. It makes it look like there's a little shine. Little eyebrows. I'm going to ink this one. You can add your own body to it if you'd like. I like how she turned out. This is the last live free class for those who joined us for cartooning camp. If you'd like to join us Saturday, join Kids Cartoon Academy. Enrollment is open. You'd have to sign up by Friday, though, because that's when enrollment closes, because we're starting Saturday. I'll be with my students Saturday on Zoom. We draw live every single weekend, and you get access to 120 other lessons just like this. And I'll show you what some of those look like in a second, because a lot of people have been asking what types of lessons there are. So I'll show you what types of lessons are recorded and waiting for you if you'd like to become a member. I'm going to make this mouth bigger. You don't have to. You could ink exactly what you drew, but lots of times I will make changes as I'm inking, because I think I could make it a little better. I think the big mouth looks better, but you could do whatever type of mouth you want. And you'll have all of your replays if you are not a member of Kids Cartoon Academy through this Friday. And then if you want access longer to any of the replays, this one and all the others, then you can join the membership and they get extended access along with lots of other lessons. Now, I wish I had time to color this too, but we're running out of time. So you color your own. Share with me in the Facebook group what it is you made, because I'd love to see. And be on the lookout for this bean shape in so many of your own favorite characters. Bet you'll notice it pops up a lot. I think she needs a bigger ponytail. What do you think? Yep, she needs a bigger ponytail. And this could be a fun little princess character that you could take the rest of what you know about making characters, about making bodies. And you could add a little body there if you wanted. I said I wasn't going to color, but I just want to see how she looks with color. Usually before I color, I'm going to erase the pencil lines. My purple pencil doesn't erase too well, so I'll go ahead and color over it. And you could use whatever colors you want to color in this character. And then I can't see what you turned yours into. Add a little pink to the cheeks. Maybe the tongue as well. And there she is. Maybe a little gray in the eyes. Gray eyes? What? Yep, gray actually works really well when it's really, really light. To add a little very, very light gray. And then you just have little highlights that could pop a little more. You could shade it or whatever you want with any of these characters. All right. Now, To be really a princess, she needs a little crown, doesn't she? And some nice clothes, maybe some nice jewelry. There we have it. A couple of different characters with lots and lots of bean shapes. If you're ever not sure where to go next with your character, it's a great place to go. Bean shapes and mouths and snouts and heads and bodies in all sorts of styles, whether it's cartoony or whether it's uh, more anime, comic style, and definitely in lots of your favorite characters, you'll see these bean shapes everywhere. If you want lots more lessons, in fact, you get 120 of them. There's at least 120 hours worth of lessons. Then you could join Kids Cartoon Academy. Memberships open for a couple more days. We close on Friday, and a lot of you, the bean shape kind of scares you. You're being silly, but yeah, you'll see it everywhere now. Some people have been wondering what exactly they get when you join, so I thought I would show you in case you're interested. This is what it looks like when you sign up and for ongoing classes. And in here, you see a few steps to set up your account, and then you get the Zoom links every week. You get replays to these, of course, as well. And awesome! It's my finish theirs already. Can't wait to see it. And also, if you look down here, you get all these lessons. There's a whole bunch of lessons in here. So maybe like monsters, Mario. Click on them, and it opens up a bunch that you get. And we're always adding more every month. So if you click here, you can see several. Some of these you've done, and then a lot of these are brand new. This is even acrylic painting. Some Mario. We did that. You get that. You can watch and enjoy Pokemon. Lots of Pokemon tutorials from cartoon style even to realistic. If some of you are ready for some more advanced shading, look what you can learn with my friend and artist, Miss Amanda. And you create this incredible Pikachu in the end. We've got a whole lot, different characters, different skills that you learn. And anime, Sonic, Cuphead, several different ones. If you want to get really good at different skills, that's in here as well. So there's a coloring workshop that you can watch where we create the Grinch. And it takes you from penciling the basic shapes all the way to coloring, beginner and advanced. So you end up with that. And and we've also got replays of live sessions that you can enjoy here. And it's broken up into topic. So maybe you love drawing animals. Click on animals and look at all the lessons you get to draw different animals, cartoon style and realistic. Raccoons, pets. We did a lesson where we drew pets. Maybe you want to learn people. There's a section on that. Or environments. Trees, backgrounds, buildings. So 3D light and shadow storytelling. A whole bunch of stuff there for you to enjoy. So that's just the Draw Now library, where you get all those lessons to draw whatever it is you want now. On demand, self-paced at your own pace. And then you've also got live classes each Saturday in the community, which is a members-only community. It's a kid-friendly app that you could use, the parents could use, kids could use, whichever. It's not on Facebook, so it's easy in that sense. You could also search in the Draw Now library. I forgot to mention, you could search from easy, medium, or hard, and you could search that way the lessons. So you could search by topic or by ability level. So a lot of fun, cool stuff there for you to explore. All right. So that if you have any questions, just send me an email. Enrollments close in Friday. I hope to see more of you in there so I can draw with you on this Saturday. To everybody else, be a part of this Facebook group. Continue to share. It's free. Continue to share with me what you're making. I want to see what you created from our little... I want to see if anybody else made a little red panda or if you made something else. So be sure to share that when you get the chance. And we'll have some more free classes coming up. Probably the summer. We'll have some more if you'd like to join us. And yep, time to go. Me too. I gotta go. Thanks so much for joining us. Can't wait to see what you made. And I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. As I'm doing the outline. Remember what these different shapes say. Will show us someone's good, friendly, funny, goofy, or rectangles. It can show us someone is strong inside or out. The classic bean shape. And some little tricks I'm going to share with you. Pick figure method, the letter I.
So I do that every day where words become pictures and some words stay as words in comics, right? So it's a lot of teamwork, a lot of communication with people and being clear about your ideas.
See you next week.